Guess what's the hottest trending product right now? It's Stanley cups, and they're making over $1 million a month on Amazon. There are competitors that are making dupes of this product, getting away with it, doubling down on Stanley cups keywords and making thousands of dollars, and you can too. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to launch dupes of big brands, double down, rank for their keywords, and generate sales on Amazon for the long term. Let's dive in. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO and founder of EHP Consulting Group. We're Amazon consultants that help you manage sales on Amazon. We're a $5 million firm right now, and we help small and large clients alike succeed on Amazon, whether it's design, advertising, and everything in between. First, let me explain what dupes really are in this article from Jungle Scout on my screen. So what's an Amazon dupe? Dupes are products that mimic the design, functionality, or aesthetics of popular and often high-end items. Now, these are not violations of copyright, trademark, or patents. They get around these and they utilize the keywords so they can sell. You may know Lululemon, Skims dupes, and then here's some examples. This one sells for $1,300, and this one is a dupe of it that sells for $13.99. And they had a almost 7,000 increase in sales in the last 6 months on this $13.99 one. $145, and this one's only $30. Again, 800% increase. So these are great markets to be in if you want to help yourself generate more sales on Amazon, is looking at their copyright, looking at their patent, looking at their trademark and say, okay, can I make a dupe out of this product? Not a counterfeit, a dupe, and sell and make money off of them by ranking for their keywords. The customer usually wants something that's high quality, but most of the time they're not willing to spend a crazy price like $72 for shapewear, but they will spend around $50 or even a little bit less on shapewear if it's not name brand. So you want to double down on items and make your own brand popular. Utilize something that's already popular, rank for that, and you can be successful on Amazon. Okay, so this is example number 2, and we all know Starbucks. So Starbucks is generating a lot of sales just from the name. People are typing in Starbucks on a daily basis, millions of times a month. And as you know, they have tumblers. And you can see they have awesome colors, right? So you could potentially make your own Starbucks tumbler. And that's exactly what this seller did. So they kind of went around, did a loophole, didn't exactly copy the Starbucks trademark or copyright, but they did enough where people know right when they look at this product, they know that it's Starbucks, and they generated tons of sales. Right now they're out of stock on Amazon, but this is a good example of a dupe that you could do that's going to be fairly easy, inexpensive, and you can double down on the keywords. So this is on Etsy. They are actually using Starbucks in their name, but on Amazon, you're not allowed to use their trademark. You may get shut down. More likely on Amazon than Etsy, I should say. So I'm going to show you how to rank for those keywords in a second. In part 3 of this video, I'm actually going to show you how to launch a Stanley dupe. Please drop a like and subscribe if you like my video so far, and let's dive into launching your own Stanley dupe, just so you know the process of launching your own dupe yourself. And here are the steps minimized. Of course, there's going to be more steps, but this kind of gives you a good range of things to do. So you're going to open up the Amazon profit calculator. First off, you want to make sure, okay, how much money do we think they're making? And then you can utilize that calculator to see how much money you would be making. You're going to find the manufacturer. You're going to order a sample, compare it against Stanley, right? You want to make sure it's the exact same quality or better if possible. Then you're going to stand out. How do you stand out? I'm going to explain how you can stand out against Stanley. You're going to place the order. You're going to optimize, and then I'm going to show you how to rank for the keyword Stanley cups, just like these competitors are typing in. So if you do Stanley cup, type that in, you're going to see Stanley, but you're going to see dupes here, right? So here's Simply Modern. That could be considered a dupe, but better dupes are down below. So this is a complete dupe of Stanley right here, $27. right? And they're selling $800 a month. So they're making almost $27,000 a month ranking for the keyword Stanley, and they are not using this. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. Now, first you're going to open up the Amazon profit calculator, Google that, put it in Amazon FBA calculator, and then we're going to click on one of the Stanleys that you want to launch. This one is one of the most popular. So we're going to copy that. They're selling it for $68 a piece. Continue as a guest. Go here, click search, and then pretty much this is the item price that they're selling it for. And then you're just going to think you know what the cost of goods is going to be. I'm just going to say the cost of goods is going to be around $15. And if it is $15, we can just shoot it up to $20 and include shipping, $20 a piece. That's how much I think you should guess. And then the net profit is 45%. Anything above 20% is pretty good. Anything above 40% is amazing. So if you have a 40% profit margin, you are doing really good. If you were on Shark Tank right now, they would be happy. Next is to go to Alibaba, and then you're gonna look for a manufacturer, right, that can create something like a Stanley Cup. And the easiest way is to type in a Stanley Cup. Already found it, and this is only $3 a piece. That's insane. If we calculate shipping in, maybe it'll go up to $15 because these items are kind of expensive. But if we go $15 a piece, that's a 50% profit margin right there, which is insane. This is looking like a go to me. Now you're going to order a sample. So you want to look at the manufacturer, right? These ones have only been in business for 2 years. The longer they've been in business, the better. They already have reviews, 4.5 out of 5.0. So just contact a few of them. Here, this one's verified 3 years. These ones are probably going to be better. You want to contact them, see how good they speak English, see how fast they respond to you. That's what you're going to want to be looking at here. So you're going to order the sample, then you're going to order a Stanley, and then compare them side by side to see which is better and which is worse, right? So you want to make sure it's just as good as the Stanley. Next is you're going to look at the Stanleys and see what the best sellers are. You can use Helium 10's Chrome extension, or there's other options as well to do that, but you can also calculate if it's 3,000 sales, 3,000 times 68, this is one of the best sellers. But what can you do to stand out? And what Yeti did way in the past is they did something like a metallic tumbler. So let's see, metallic pink. So here's some examples, right? This is selling for $100 a piece on Etsy.com right now, and this looks like a glitter tumbler. So if you had yours that stood out, right? Here's a Stanley glitter one that's selling for $60 on Etsy, and they're just kind of glitterifying it. Most of the buyers for Stanley are women. There also are men, but if you targeted women for these and you kind of look, I know this from looking at the sales data, comparing it from blue to pink, but most of them are women, and I do see this trending online as women, so you want to target women. Diversify, maybe you could have yours instead of 40 ounce, yours could be 45 ounce. You could have better colors, more colors, and kind of go from there. So make sure yours stands out. Then you're going to have your own brand name, have the brand name on the bottle. Instead of Stanley, have your own brand name that's not taken. And then you're going to place the order on Alibaba, have a freight forwarder or have the manufacturer, if they're trustworthy, ship them directly from Alibaba to Amazon's fulfillment warehouse. After that, you're going to optimize the photos. Just look at what Stanley's doing. They don't have that many photos, but look at the competitors, see what they're using for their photos, their bullet points and such. Then this is how you rank. This is the most important part that you're going to use, right? First off, you want to look at your dupe competitors and you want to look at Stanley, and you're not going to want to sell it for $68 right out of the gate. You're going to want to sell it for a lower price and then slowly increase your price as you get more sales. And that's going to be super important. While you're doing that, you're going to want to run Amazon advertising. So you can run Amazon advertising for the keyword Stanley Cup. I have a video on how to run Amazon ads exact match keywords. So you're just going to have one campaign targeting Stanley Cup exact match, and people are going to be clicking on your listing. If it looks good, which it will, and buying your product over Stanley's. And that's exactly what we want, finding those keywords so you can start ranking for the Stanley Cup. When you're running ads for Stanley Cup and someone clicks on your ad and purchases it, you're automatically going to be ranking for Stanley Cup. And you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to use trademarks in Amazon ads. That's the one loophole that you can use, and that's how the dupe competitors are ranking and generating so many sales. This is a great time because the demand is so high. Last but not least, before you do all of this, make sure you do your research on copyright, trademark, and patent. So I recommend to make the design on Canva, try to have the idea mapped out, and then talk to an attorney, because you don't want your listing to end up like Roro over here, where you go and you can't find the page because you were removed by Stanley Cup or by Starbucks or by Skims. You don't want that at all. So what you want to do is find somebody. I love to use Fiverr. There's attorneys in the US that specialize in this kind of stuff on Fiverr, and they're discounted at a heavy rate. That's what I recommend. If you go to a regular attorney, they might charge you an arm and a leg. And on Fiverr, if they don't provide good data, you can actually just get a refund like that. So Fiverr is my recommendation. You can filter it. But look at copyright. That's going to be the number one thing you want to look at. And trademark's going to be pretty easy. You can go to trademark here, and then patent search is going to be a little bit more difficult. But look at all of them. Just run it by an attorney and say, hey, what do you think about this? This is going to be a little bit different. But as you can see, you can usually kind of base them off of the dupes that are already on Amazon. If they're not getting kicked off, they're doing something right. You can already kind of see that there is no patent for this item because they would have been kicked off by now, and they're most likely using a different brand name. So keep that in mind. They're trying to add some different things to make theirs stand out, and they're just killing it. I hope you learned how to sell a dupe on Amazon and how other competitors do it. Double down, run Amazon ads, rank for a competitor's keyword like Stanley Cups, and generate thousands of sales, as you can see in this video. If you need help doing this, launching a product, managing your account, removing counterfeits, we're here to help. We even have attorneys that we connect with on a regular basis that can help you review your listing. Go to EHP Consulting Group and contact us for free for a free proposal. Thank you so much for watching this video again, and just remember that it's us versus Amazon. We're not fighting each other. There's so much opportunity. As you can see, everyone's making money on Amazon. Let's go.